Hey everybody, it's Ava from avawaits.com. This is where making money feels like bliss. You are inside of the RV. So this is welcome to the kitchen of the RV. I have been traveling for almost 4.5 months now, and it's been incredible and busy and so much to do and so much to see. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about it because I have not been on video for a while, but that's fine. We all go through phases, and I had a really busy couple years. So let me kind of do a rewind. So back in, what was it? 2018. 2018, I got a really interesting opportunity to be in the Seattle area for a little bit and to work on a project at Amazon. And this was actually at the Amazon Spheres, so their big building that is basically a workspace for any of their employees to use, and it's full of tropical plant life. I mean, we're talking like 50-year-old banyan trees, anything you could want related to tropical plant life. And I had just come back from Maui, and it had actually been one of my intentions when I was on Maui to learn about tropical plants. And it didn't happen. For some reason, it didn't happen when I was on Maui. I learned a little bit, of course, but I would say I learned more about food on Maui, actually. And so came back into Seattle and worked for about a year on this project with Amazon, and got so many opportunities. I mean, like, we had like famous people come into the Spheres, got to have dinner with some billionaires, like really interesting things. And but when that was complete, it was kind of time to figure out what was next, and had an opportunity to go on a really neat road trip last spring. And it was in a rooftop tent. So one of those little pop-up tents that's on the back of our truck. And we don't have it anymore. We sold it. But we loved it. It was so fun. So we went all throughout the Southwest. We went down into Moab and down into Arizona and had an amazing time. Just went back up through California and Nevada and came back up to Washington State. Loved it so much that we were like, okay, we need to do this some more. And I had actually worked on the road with all of my business students when I was on that last road trip. I mean, like even way up in the mountains in Idaho, just like on calls doing work. And the idea showed up to kind of take it one step further, mostly because we really missed our dog. We wanted to have our dog on the trip with us, and we could not take her on the rooftop tent. It just was not going to work. And so we decided that we would take an RV trip next. So bought an RV and took Mel and the mini dachshund and started traveling and working remotely. And we've been doing that now for the past 4.5 months. And it's been incredible. Like, I'm looking right now. So we're parked down in southern Arizona at the moment, and I'm looking outside my window, and it's just absolutely stunning. Mesquite trees everywhere, beautiful red soil, gorgeous mountains in the background. And I am definitely made for travel. Like, with travel, there are hard days too, right? There are always hard days, you know, whether it's like one of our tires blowing up or all of a sudden you just like have to really focus in on something that is an important part of the journey. Like, whatever it might be, some days with travel, you really just cannot focus on anything else but travel. And so it keeps you in the moment. It really does. It keeps you very present, but also it can take a lot of work. But I'm made for it, and I know I'm made for it because travel has always been one of the most inspiring things for me, especially when it comes to business. I always get a ton of ideas when I travel. So we've been traveling around now. We're down in Arizona, but we actually took this humongous loop. We went through back through Moab, Utah, because it's gorgeous, and then down through Texas. Got to see friends, family. My great uncle and one of my cousins lives down in Texas. And then we decided to go all the way down to Florida. So like almost the way bottom of Florida, almost. The furthest we went was Naples, Florida. There was a Trader Joe's, and that was a really lovely day. I actually was like, we need to turn the truck around and go ahead and go back to that Trader Joe's. So, in New Orleans and on our way back out of Florida, we actually got another dachshund, and he's such a little sweetheart, and he's just doing great with Mel and the mini dachshund. So we're like surrounded by dachshunds that could just go crazy with barking at any moment, but whatever, that's Dachshund Life. And now we're just kind of, here at the end of our trip, and I'm happy to be back with you. I just wanted to update you on everything that's happening. It's been fun because, what I was saying, like that I'm made for travel, we're all made for different things and slightly different structures in the way that we work and in the way that we welcome in abundance and opportunities for money. And so for me, I know that when I travel, it creates a lot of ideas. I get a lot of inspiration from that. And actually, what's funny is I've had both human design readings and hand analysis readings, like someone else did those for me. And they always say, they're like, Ava, you could be really good nomadic. And I'm not a full nomad currently. Like, I'm really excited to go back to Washington and go back to the garden and, and grow things and see family and see friends and everything. But I think we are going to come back out on another trip in the fall as well, because why not, skip winter up in Washington. So I want us all, I think from this, like, I want to keep, sharing about the journey, but I think the one thing that we can take away right now is that we all work in very particular environments. There are particular environments that create your best workflow and that give you ideas and give you opportunities. I know for me, it is definitely travel. And so I know that I'm made for this and this works for me. And even on the days where it's a lot of work, I still love it and I still want to pursue it. For you, it might be something that's a little more home related, or maybe you need a particular person around you, a particular group of people. Maybe you need an animal around you to get the best work done. Maybe there's something else that you need for your inspiration. And so I want us to just all go and find what that is. And I will continue sharing my inspiration from the road. But in the meantime, I just wanted to say hi, and I'm happy to be back on video. I'll have to tell you a little bit more about everything that I got to do in the Seattle area and just kind of what that was like. I paid off a bunch of debt. I had all this extra like credit card debt from my time in school. Paid it off during that year, which was really fun. So, a lot of good things happening. Okay, well, I will leave you to it. Have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.